Hello students, welcome to Sri Jayendra's Ring Zone classes. I am your friend and mentor for coming classes with respect to physics. This is lecture number 11 of a unit electrostatic potential and capacitance. In this class we are going to discuss about the combinations of the capacitors. In the previous class we have been going through the what the capacitor is, what are the different kind of capacitors and what should be their value. Now today we are going to discuss about the combination of capacitors. Basically when combination of capacitor is used, we generally use the PPC, it's an parallel plate capacitors. So let's begin. Combination of capacitors. We are going to connect the capacitors in two sections. One is the series connection and another is the parallel combination. One is the series combination, another is the parallel combination, and in first let's begin with the series combination. What we have done is we have three capacitors, capacitor C1, capacitor C2 and capacitor C3. They have been connected as shown in the figure, and this are connected with the supply voltage is V. So if I have been connected in series, if I have been connected in such a manner, then it seems to be in a series or it is in series. Then this terminal A and B, this terminal A, let's say this is A and this is B, are connected with a battery. As this is the positive terminal of the battery, so this plate of the first capacitor, this plate of the first capacitor becomes the positively charged, and if this is positively charged, this would be a negative charge. This plate is connected with the negative terminal of the battery, so this becomes the negatively charged, so this becomes positively charged, and accordingly you can assume the charges on each sides of the battery. I hope, is it clear? Yes. Yes. So let's look at this. This is the V1, this is the potential across capacitor 2, this is the potential across capacitor 3, and as we have discussed, this is plus q minus q, again this is plus q, this is minus q, this is plus q, this would be the minus q, and it has been connected with the supply voltage, the supply voltage V. So if we have done up till now, what we can write is V is equals to V1 plus V2 plus V3. Yes, summation of potential would be always there, and as potential is a scalar quantity, we do not need to bother anyhow with the direction, because it requires a magnitude only. Now v we know that q is equals to c into v, so I can write v is equals to q by c. So accordingly, if I write v1, v2 and v3, what I can have is v1 is equals to q by c1, v2 is equals to q by c2, v3 is equals to q by c3, and accordingly, if I put up a value, it's in q by c is equals to q by c1 plus q by c2 plus q by c3. So this charge, as they are connected in series, the whatever the charge is flowing through them is equal. So this charge q would be an equal and it would be an cancel. So this is the relation of 1 by c is equals to 1 by c1 plus 1 by c2 plus 1 by c3. Yes, I hope this is clear. Is it is it clear? Yes. So if there are n capacitors and they all are connected in series, then I can write like this. It's a 1 by c is equals to summation from I equals to 1 to n. It's a 1 by ci. Yes. Will you remember this? Will you? Okay, great. So let's take one of the major rule or major case which has been asked very frequently, that if two capacitors are in series, I know this is the formula, 1 by c is equals to 1 by c1 plus 1 by c2, but if I solve this, what I can have is it's a c1 into c2 divided by c1 plus c2. So I need to remember this. Please remember this, because this would be the case. Let's have a look. Let's say this is 4 microfarad, this is 2 microfarad, and this is a, this is b. So if I go with the process, it's a 1 by c is equals to 1 by 4 plus 1 by 2. Then I need to solve this, that this is 1 by 4, this is 2 by 4, so this is 3 by 4, and then I need to find out the c, something like this. I hope these things are clear to you. Yes, but if I can go with this, if I go with this, it is 4 into 2 divided by 4 plus 2, it's a 6. So this is 4 by 3 microfarad. Yes, it is only the 1 by c. This is the answer of 1 by c. Again you need to find out the c. So this will help me to calculate the faster. This will help me to calculate the faster. This is the first aspect. One more aspect I will like to share with you guys is that, let's say this is 4 microfarad. Again this is 4 microfarad. Sorry, it's a 4 microfarad, it's a 4 microfarad. This two are connected in series. As this two are connected in series, as this two are connected in series, what I can have is that 1 by c is equals to 1 by c1 plus 1 by c2. It's a conventional approach, or a modern approach would be a 4 into 4 divided by 4 plus 4. It's a 16 by 8, and it would be a 2, that I know. But now very important, look at this both the capacitors are of same value. This both the capacitors are of same value, and if they would be of same value, what I can have is C equivalent would be equals to C divided by N. Well, N is the number of capacitors. N is the number of capacitors. But this can work if both the capacitors or all the given capacitors having the same value. So it's an, if it is 4 4, the answer would be a 2. That's it. I hope you will remember these 2 points. Yes. So first let's look at the capacitors when they are connected in parallel, and then we will go to the numericals and have a look that how questions can be done. So first let's look, capacitors are in parallel. Let's look at this is first capacitor, this would be the second capacitor, this is the third capacitors, and this three of the capacitors have been connected with the V voltage of battery in parallelly. Yes, so whatever the charge is, that is, if I can write like this as a Q total, then Q1 amount of charge will be flowing through this, Q2 amount of charge will be flowing through this, and Q3 amount of charge will be flowing through this. So so as this plate is connected with the positive terminal, this is positive, so this would be a negative. A same thing is true for Q2 and Q3 and C1 C3. So what I can have is that these three capacitors are connected in parallel with the battery, this all having potential equal. The potential difference across each capacitor is equal, and if potential difference is equal, what I can have is it's a, everyone is having a V amount of potential difference, V. Yes, so what I can write is that total charge Q, this total charge Q would be equals to Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3. From this we know that Q is equals to CV. So Q1 is equals to C1V, Q2 is equals to C2V, and Q3 is equals to C3V. So if I write this, it's a CV is equals to C1 plus C2 plus C3 into V. What I can have is C is equals to C1 plus C2 plus 3. And if there are n capacitors, they are connected in parallel combination. If there are n capacitors, if they are connected in parallel combinations, then what I can have is C is equals to summation of all the capacitors starting from 1 to the n. I hope those things are clear to you. So let's summarize this that in series combination, 1 by c is equals to 1 by c1 plus 1 by c2 plus 1 by c3, and in parallel combination, C equivalent is equals to C1 plus C2 plus C3 up to Cn. Likewise, this would be up to 1 by Cn. I hope those things are clear to you. Yes, one more thing. In series combination, charge remains the same. Here charge will remain the same. In parallel combination, voltage, or we can say potential difference, remains the same. I hope this is clear to you. One more thing, how can I write? How can I write that whether these connections are in series or whether this are in parallel? How can we determine this? How can I determine this? So what I can assume is that if charges are having if charges are having alternate path, then they are connected in parallel. And if they are having only a single path, only single path, then they must be in series. Please remember this. This will help us. That how can I say that certain capacitors are connected in series or certain capacitors are connected in parallel? So what I need to think is, do my charge have any alternate path? Do my charges is having any alternate path? If my answer is yes, then these capacitors are connected in parallel. And if my charges does not have any alternate path, it's compulsion to that charge to flow through that route. That means my capacitors are connected in series. I hope you remember this thing. Yes, this will help us. So shall we move with the questions? Shall we? So let's look at this. What they ask is that you need to find out the formula for effective capacitance of different capacitors when connected in parallel combination. Circuit should look like this. It's a C1, it's a C2, it's a C3, and onwards. So the C equivalent would be equals to C1 plus C2 plus C3, that we know. Yes. One more. Let's have a look. Formula for effective capacitance of different capacitors when connected in series. This is C1, this is C2, this is C3, and this is Cn. So this 1 by C is equals to 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2 up to 1 by Cn, that we know. This would be the correct answer. Yes. So let's move to the next question quickly. Now look at this carefully and do this with me. Yes, have your pen and paper and start doing it. What they have given is that capacity of a parallel plate condenser, it's an PPC, parallel plate capacitor, is 10 microfarad when distance between its plate is 8 centimeter. If the distance between the plates is reduced to 4 centimeter, its capacity will be. So I know that formula for parallel plate capacitor is C is equals to epsilon naught A by D. Yes. So what I know is C is directly proportional to the A, as well as C is inversely proportional to the D. C is directly proportional to the A and C is inversely proportional to the D. Here the cross sectional area of the plates remains the same because they have not provided any data with this. That means they must have changed only the separation between two plates. So what I can write is it's a C2 by C1, that should be is equals to D1 by D2. C2 is the new capacity, C1 was the previous capacity and that capacity was 10 microfarad. This D1 initial separation were 8 centimeter, final separation were 4 centimeter. So this is 4 2s 8. So what I can have is it's a C2 that would be equals to 10 microfarad multiplied by 2. And when I write 10 multiplied by 2, this is 20 microfarad. This should be the answer. What was yours? Is it same? Is it? Did you have a same answer? Do you? Great. Let's go through the next question. What they have given. Read it very carefully and then go through the network. Yes, you need to make a network of that situation. When they have not provided us the network, that means the circuit diagram. If they have provided the circuit diagram, we can directly work on this. Yes. So let's begin with this question. What they say is the three capacitors, each of 6 microfarad, are connected together in series. Yes. So first let's have a sketch of this. It's a 6 6 6. Okay, so this is 6 microfarad, 6 microfarad and 6 microfarad, and then connected in series with the parallel combination of three capacitors. That means they want to say something like this. It's a 2 microfarad, it's a 4 microfarad, and again it's a 2 microfarad. Yes, then the total combined capacity, let's say this is A and this is B. So what you need to do is, when you need to find out, when you need to find out the equivalent capacity or the total capacities, what you need to do is you need to connect your terminals with the battery. You need to connect your terminals with the battery. So if you connect your terminals with the battery, you will be having an idea that which are they are in series and which are they in parallel. So let's say this is the voltage V. Now if this is the voltage V, this is the voltage V, what I can write is that a charge Q would be flowing through this, a charge Q would be flowing through this, a charge Q would be here. Now my charge Q doesn't have any alternate up till this, that it must be passing through this 6 and this 6. When it reaches here, it has been provided with the alternate options, that either it can go through this, or it can go through this, or it can go through this. So so if you observe the situation very very carefully, if you observe the situation very very carefully, up to this no alternate, and when no alternate, that means this are in series, and from here onwards it is having an alternate, and when it is having an alternate, they are in parallel. Now you need to just solve this. How can I do this? So let's first find out the alternate combination of C1. This is 6, this is 6, this is 6, so this 1 by C is equals to 1 by 6 plus 1 by 6 plus 1 by 6. This is 1 plus 1 plus 1, 3 by 6 and 3 by 6, and the C equivalent of series should be is equals to 6 by 3. It's a 2 microfarad. Even you can do the same thing, with the help of C equivalent is equals to C by N. It's a 6 divided by 3 would be a 2 microfarad. I hope this thing is clear. Now let's have a work equivalent of this. This is these three are connected in parallel, and when they are connected in parallel, you need to simply add this. It's a 2 plus 2 4, 4 plus 4, it's an 8 microfarad. So the situation would be, that this are connected in this 2 microfarad, and this is 8 microfarad. This is your terminal A, this is your terminal B. You require CAB, or equivalent capacity between A and B. These two are connected in series, and when these two are connected in series, you can simply write it as a C1 C2 divide by C1 plus C2. It's a 2 multiplied by 8 divide by 2 plus 8. Yes, if you look at this, it's a microfarad, so this is 10 to the power minus 12 divided by 10 to the power minus 6. So now you understood that this is 16 by 10 multiplied by 10 to the power minus 6. This is 1.6 microfarad. I hope these things are clear to you. Is it? Is it? Did you have the same answer? Do you? Ready for the next question? Do it quickly. Let's move on. Go through the network very carefully and tell me what can be done. What they ask is the equivalent capacities across the terminals A and B. Yes, you need to find out the equivalent capacities across the terminals A and B. This is my A, this is my B. So what I understand is that battery must be connected over here, and you need to find out the total capacities or equivalent capacitance. So when this kind of network is being provided, you need to start your work from the very far end stages of the circuit. What I mean very far end stages, is that you need to start with this. So let's look. These two capacitors are in. These two capacitors are in what? In series. Yes, I hope these things are clear to you. So this is 6 microfarad, this is 6 microfarad. So 6 and 6, when two capacitors are connected in this, when two capacitors are connected in series, this 6 and 6 would be give me a 3 microfarad. I hope it is clear. So now the network is that this 3 microfarad is in parallel. This 3 microfarad is in parallel with this 3 microfarad. So it will look like a 6 microfarad. Shall I read? Shall I? Okay, let's have a look. That if this is 6 microfarad, this would be the 3 microfarad. This would be the 6 microfarad. This would be the 3 microfarad. This would be the 6 microfarad. And even this was the 6 microfarad. So what we were discussing is that this 6 and this 6 will behave as a 3 microfarad. So this will look like this. It is something like this. This is 3 microfarad. Now this 3 microfarad. Now this 3 microfarad and this 3 microfarad are in what? Yes, these two are in parallel, and when these two are in parallel, it must be a 3 plus 3. It's a 6 microfarad. So my circuit should look like that. This is 6 microfarad. This is 3 microfarad. This is 6 microfarad, and this is again 6 microfarad that I have replaced. This is the 6 microfarad. Now this 2, this 6 and this 6 will be again in series. This 2 are again in series, and if they are in series, then this will give me a 6 and 6. It's a 3. Yes, so my circuit will changes as it's a 6 microfarad, it's a 3 microfarad, again this is a 3 microfarad. So this 6 and this 6, so this both will give me a 6 plus 6. It's a 6 microfarad. So the situation would be something like this. It's a 6 microfarad, and here as well it is 6 microfarad, as this is the terminal A, this is the terminal B. As I can see that whatever the charge that is entering from here, it is not having any option, and it needs to move on this. So if it needs to move on this and having no options, that means it's a 6 by 2. The final answer would be a 3 microfarad. Yes, do you understand this? Do you? Are you sure? Can it be done? Can it be done? Yes, great going. So let's move to the next question. Let's have a look. What they said is the resultant capacity between terminals P and Q of the given figure is This is what they require. The resultant capacity between terminals P and Q. Yes. So here battery must be connected. If battery has been connected, charge must be going through this. Yes. And if charge is going through this, it will move in this path. When it reaches to this position, when it reaches to this position, I hope you can see this carefully. It must be having two paths. It's in one is the q1, another is the q2. So here it is having an alternate paths, and when this are having an alternate path, that means these two are connected in parallel. Yes, I'm talking about this 2 microfarad and 3 microfarad. So if these two are connected, in parallel, this is 2 microfarad and 3, then my circuit should change as, first find out the value of 2 microfarad and 3. They are in parallel, so they must be replaced themselves with 5 microfarad. I hope this is clear. So what the situation is, that this is P, this is Q. This must be a 12 microfarad. This is 5 microfarad. This is the equivalent of this, and they are connected with 20 microfarad. So now again re-evaluate the circuit. What the situation is, that Q is given from here. This Q will move on in this path. Does it have any alternate option? No. And when it does not have any alternate option, what you need to do is you need to just solve this, because this are in series. One of them is 12, one of them is 5 microfarad, and one of them is 20 microfarad. This are connected with the battery V. So when I find the equivalent, what I have is, it's a 1 by C is equals to 1 by 5 plus 1 by 20 plus 1 by 12. So what I can have is, it's a 4 by 20 plus 1 by 20 plus 1 by 12. It's a 4 by 20 plus 1 by 20. It's a 5 by 20 plus 1 by 12. So it's a 1 by 4 again, 5 by 20. So this is 1 by C is equals to 1 by 4 plus 1 by 12. So this is equals to 3 by 12 plus 1 by 12, and 3 by 12 plus 1 by 12, that should be is equals to 4 by 12. So this is the value of 1 by C. So C would be equals to 12 by 4, and that would be equals to 3 microfarad. I hope these things are clear to you. Is it? So this would be the answer. It's a 3 microfarad. But can you do this kind of questions? Is it possible by you guys to do this? Are you sure? Can it be done? Can it? Okay, let's move to the next question. What they ask is that the maximum and minimum resultant capacity that can be obtained using this 2, 3 and 6 microfarad. So when can I get a maximum capacity and when can I get a minimum capacity? So what I know is that when I connect them in the parallel, combination, the situation should be that C equivalent should be is equals to C1 plus C2 plus C3. So this is equals to 2 plus 3 plus 6. So when it is 2 plus 3 plus 6, it's a 2 plus 3 5, 5 plus 6, it's an 11 microfarad. This is the C equivalent. It is an 11 microfarad. And when I look at the series combination, when I go for this, it's a series combination. What I can have is, it's a 1 by C is equals to 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2 plus 1 by C3. And when it is something like this, it's a 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 6. So when it is 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 6, what I can have is it's a 3 by 6 plus 2 by 6 plus 1 by 6. So this is 6 by 6, and that would be equals to 1 microfarad. So this will give me a minimum capacity, and this will give me a maximum capacity. So on a summary of this, what I can have is that parallel combination of capacitor always gives maximum capacity. I want to add up one more thing, that C equivalent of parallel combination will be always greater than the smallest capacitor. Yes, and when I write for the series, that I can have a series combination of capacitor always gives minimum capacity and it's a C equivalent of series combination will be always smaller than smallest capacitor. Please remember this thing, please remember this thing. This is very very helpful, because when you are going to calculate C equivalent in the case of a series combination or in the case of a parallel combination, and by chance you made a mistake, then if you remember this, you might recognize that no, I have done something which is not to be done. Yes, I hope these things are clear to you, and this is required because in sometimes we make a mistake, and it is a calculation kind of mistakes. So to avoid them you must remember this, that when I used to have a parallel combination, my C equivalent would be always greater than the smallest capacitor, or even I can say that my C equivalent would be greater than the always greater than the biggest capacitor. A biggest, that I mean, it's a value of maximum capacitor. And when I find out the C equivalent of series combination, then my C equivalent will be always smaller than the smallest capacitors. I hope these things are clear to you. Is it is it clear to you? Are you sure? So let's have a next question. What they ask is that you need to find out the potential difference across 3 microfarad capacitor. You need to find out the potential difference. How can you do this? So before we go through the 3 microfarad potential of 3 microfarad capacitor, let's first find out the C equivalent. First tell me, these two are in series or parallel? do this are in series or parallel? Yes, you are right, they are in series, and when they are in series, what I can have is it's a C1 into C2 divided by C1 plus C2. Yes, so this is 6 threes are 18 microfarad, divide by 6 plus 3, it's a 9. So this, their equivalent capacity will be a 2 microfarad. I hope this is clear. Now let's calculate the charge. Let's calculate the total charge that is flowing through the circuit. This Q total should be is equals to C equivalent multiplied by V. So this C equivalent is 2 microfarad multiplied by battery of 120 volt. So this will give me a 240 microcoulomb. This is the total charge. This is the total charge that is being flown through this circuit. It is a 240 microcoulomb. Now what I need to find out, I need to find out the potential across this. Let's redraw this. This is 6 microfarad and this is 3 microfarad. I am having a battery of 120 volt, as well as I have already calculated that the total charge that is flowing through this is 240 microcoulomb. So let's name this capacitor as a first, name this capacitor as a second. What I can have is I can write this as a Q1 is equals to C1 into V1. As I know, this two are connected in series combination, and when this two are connected in series combination, the charge flowing through them, the charges flowing through them must be same, and when this charges are flowing through them must be same, that means this 240 microcoulomb should be is equals to 6 microfarad multiplied by V1. This micro gone, and this V1 would be equals to 240 by 6, it's a 40 volt. I hope these things are clear. Is it? Is it? Now what about the through 3 microfarad? What I can have is it's a Q2 is equals to C2 into V2. This Q2 it's a 240 into 10 to the power minus 6. This C2 is equals to 3 into 10 to the power minus 6 multiplied by V2. This gone, and V2 would be equals to 240 by 3. It would be an 80 volt. I hope these things are clear. Even you can know that V should be equals to V1 plus V2. You are having a 120 volt. Here you have find out the 40, so the remaining would be a V2, and V2 would be equals to 80. Even you can think like this. Yes, even this approach is good enough, but this could be a little faster. I hope you remember this. Yes. So can it be done? Can it be? Are you sure? Can it be done? Okay, great. So let's move to the next question. Look at this carefully and calculate. What they have given is that three equal capacitors, uh, they mean they are having a capacity, the same capacity. Three equal capacitors of capacity C each are connected to form a triangle. The effective capacity across any of the side. Okay, let's choose this one. Let's choose this one and provide them with a name. It's an A, it's an B, and you need to find out the equivalent capacity over here. So what you need to do is, as we said that when a certain circuits has been given, what I need to find out, I need to find out just that which one of them are in series, which one of them are in parallel. And if I do this, my task will be easier. So if I go through this, that here the battery V is there, the charge is flowing. Now look at this, if my charge is reaching here, it is having two alternate path. One is the Q1, another path is Q2. Whatever the Q2 does not have any option, because Q2 one center, it needs to move to this, and Q1 will meet up here. So what I can have is that this capacitor and this capacitor, these two are in series. So for them. C equivalent would be equals to C into C divided by C plus C. It's a C square by 2C, and when it's a C square by 2C, it's a C by 2. So if I redraw my structure, the things would be look like this. It's a C by 2. Here it is a C, and it has been connected with somehow the battery, something like this. Yes. Now this 2, let's say this Q would be going, and this is Q1, this is Q2. As my charge is having an alternate path, so what I can have is Q is equals to C equivalent into V, and my C equivalent would be equals to, as these two are connected in parallel, it's a C by 2 plus C, it's a 3C by 2 microfarad. Yes, I hope this is clear. Are you? So shall I add something to this? If I need to find out the value of Q1, now look at this very carefully. That this is the V, and this 2, the capacitor C and the capacitor C by 2, these two are connected in parallel. So even this is having a voltage of V, and even this is having a voltage of V. So if I want to find out the Q1, what I can have is Q1 is equals to C multiplied by V. It is the same thing. What is Q2? Q2 is C by 2 multiplied by V. So I can have a value of Q1, I can have a value of Q2. This is Q1 and this is Q2. I hope these things have been done. Yes? Did it? So ready for the next question? Yes? Shall we move? Let's have a look. What they have been asked. Go through this. What they ask is that charge Q taken from the battery of 12 volt in the circuit, that means you require this is to be evaluated. You need to find out this Q. How can you do this? So what you need to do is, according to me, first find it out that which one are there in the series and which one are there in the parallel. So this is when the charge enters here, these two are in series, and with them this is in parallel. I hope these things are clear to you. Yes. So if I find out the C equivalent of this C1, and this is, let's say, C2. So if I find this C1, it's 3 multiplied by 6 divided by 3 plus 6. I hope these things are clear. C1 C2 divided by C1 plus C2. Yes, it's a 3 6 18 divided by 9. It's a 2 microfarad. Now my C2 is 4 microfarad. So as C1 and C2 are in parallel, so C equivalent should be is equals to C1 plus C2. This is 2 microfarad plus 4 microfarad, and as this should be as 6 microfarad. I hope these things are clear to you. Is it? So now let's find it out, the charge, value of the charge. So what my data is given, that this is the 3 microfarad, this is the 6 microfarad, and this is the 4 microfarad, and the battery is of 12 volt. Yes, battery is of 12 volt. I am having a C equivalent with me, that my C equivalent would be of 6 microfarad. I require this Q. So what I can have is Q is equals to C equivalent multiplied by V. Now what is C equivalent? It's a 6 multiplied by V. So that should be is equals to 72 microcoulomb. I hope these things are clear. Yes? Is it clear? Great. So shall I add something to this? So I know that from here a 72 microcoulomb is flowing. Now I need to find out the charge through 4 microfarad and 3 microfarad. This is my interest. So what I know is that this 4 microfarad having a voltage of 12 volt. Yes, is it? That 4 microfarad having a potential difference of 12 volt, and when it is having a potential difference of 12 volt, what I can have is it's a q1 is equals to 4 microfarad multiplied by 12. How it comes? It's a c into v simply. So this is 12 fours are, this is 48, this is 48 microcoulomb. We are talking about the charge. So this is q1. Now what is the q2? What amount of charge will be flown through the upper branch? So what I know is it's a q total, that was q1 plus q2. The total amount of charge that has been flowing, it's a 72 microcoulomb. q1 q1 it's a 48, so the remaining would be a q2. So q2 would be equals to 72 minus of 48, it's a 24 microcoulomb. I hope this is clear. Is it? Is it? Is it clear? Yes. Shall I add something more? Shall I? Yes. So let's have this, the thing where this is 3 and this is 6 microfarad, and from here a charge of 24 microcoulomb were given. They have been asked that find out potential difference across 3 and 6 microfarad capacitors. This is the requirement. So what you know is that you know the Q. You know that these two are connected in series. This is, let's say this is A, this is B, and these two are connected in series. And if these two are connected in series, what I have is Q is equals to C1 into V1. This is 24 into 10 to the power minus 6. This is 3 into 10 to the power minus 6 multiplied by V1. This 10 to the power minus 6 will be a gone, and V1, this V1 would be equals to 24 by 3. It's an 8 volt. Same way you can write like this: Q is equals to C2 into V2. This is 24 into 10 to the power minus 6 equals to C2. This is 6 into 10 to the power minus 6 multiplied by V2. This 10 to the power minus 6 would be a gone, and V2 would be equals to 4 volt. Yes, so this would be the answer. I hope these things are clear to you and you can do this kind of questions. So this is very basic and preliminary level. This is very basic and preliminary level of the combinations of the capacitors. In the next classes we are going to discuss about the somehow advanced version of this combination of classes. But before you turn on that videos, please ensure that you have gone through many questions like this. This will give us a boost so that we can do that kind of questions. Please make a practice a lot. We have been done with the potential, and this is the lecture of the combination of the capacitors. So please do as many questions as possible. Till then, thank you, have a good day, take care.